Welcome, Aries. Today, the moon is in your sign, and of course, the sun has moved out of our guardian angel, right? Sagittarius, and has moved now into Capricorn. And Capricorn is for sure a very intense card. A lot of people don't know what to do with that kind of energy anymore, right? Back then we needed a devil. Back then we needed to control the people. And back then this kind of energy was devilish. Now this is female. This is a feminine card because it's that darkness, right? There is a darkness connected to this card, which we of course can see here in the Rider-Waite. The Hermetic Tarot, where actually Waite was in, left and made his own cards, and we can see the dark, again the horns, right? The being chained to a lower brain activity, kind of the reptilian brain, right? The brain that just looks out for survival, the first chakra. That is basically on a higher dimension the meaning of this card. Because when we look into the next 6 cards that go until the World card, right? Here we can see an understanding of the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh chakra to the world. So here we have to transcend this energy. This is the first chakra, right? The fire and the water. I show you then, of course, Aleister Crowley. He was also in the Hermetic Tarot order, and he, of course, as well painted the goat as well in this kind of like chamber, these negative practices of people being stuck, of people suffering. And of course it does look a little bit like a penis, right? These are like 2 balls and a penis. And of course this is the tree of life that he painted, and again of course the horns. Now this new card, right, I really think it's amazing how she created the devil, because it really truly is a door into the female darkness side. And nevertheless her horns and her face is white. So there is a balance. There is something that says, hey, no, not everything is always dark. Not everything is in that darkness. It's a choice. It's a choice that we make. My card, of course, the dancer pose, still valid. I am painting again, but I haven't gotten to this card yet. It really takes a lot of time and energy, and I need to be quiet and peaceful. And here we can see the sun rising again, because on the 21st the sun is moving towards the north again. Here the 2 energy, also Jupiter and Saturn, are so close together. They're forming now this beautiful star in the sky, which I painted by the touch of these 2, because one is dark and heavy, Saturn ruling Capricorn, right, ruling the devil card, and the other one is the Wheel of Fortune, is that constant spinning, where like the sun that's moving into the other zodiac signs constantly, and the light, right? So Jupiter is the hope, the miracle, and all of that. And of course this is like a board game, and the emotions, the red heart, is what attaches us to this world, right? Now, as you can see, the door is not up here. They didn't continue to go into the door up here. The door is down here. This is where the reptilian brain is connected. And we are chained to a cycle rather than to a negative force or entity. And this negative force and entity is in our head. It's not that this is a person out there who is holding its power over us. One more thing, this triangle, this head, the way the head is formed, is the constellation of Capricorn. So this to the sun, the ego in this sign. Now to you, the Emperor. Here as well I have the Hermetic Tarot. You are connected again and again to the spring. You create with your head new ideas, new momentum, right? And we can see that in this card very clearly. A lot of symbolism in here, right? I explained it. I will do a full session for just for this card once I have my card painted. Here we can see he sits with this metal dress underneath, right, to protect himself because he gets attacked quite a lot. A true ruler only rules when he makes people feel they did themselves the ruling, without overthrowing him, of course, right? Always being on guard, but he's the great father. Here, Aleister Crowley painted him orange and red, right? I'm going to go a little bit back. There's more light here. So Aleister Crowley was actually saying, hey, here with the legs, with the four, that's always Jupiter, right? There is a Jupiter energy here. And of course, he is with the red and the orange in those first two chakras as that beginning of the year. Now here we have again the Emperor sitting here on a chair and being held by kind of like a monster or almost like a bear, right? So as we can see, we feel that this Emperor is also being ruled by something, right? Or it's that back then we were connecting to an animal force, and only a person that has such power to create a strong animal force is able to be an emperor, right? So in a way, that's what I see in this card. Now, if you are born between March 12th to April 9th, you are the classical Queen of Wands, right? You are the witch. You are, yeah, you really know, because you are water and fire. You create quite some creativity, water and fire, because all the queens are connected to the water element, but here is fire included. And so the mixture of water and fire is high creative, high active, high emotional. I mean, she's quite intense, this person, right? Then really quickly for me, in the yoga position, you are basically here sitting in the planet Mars. You are sitting within these four windows, because the name of it, the Hebrew name or letter is He. He means window. And the window that we're looking through is in our head, right? So basically we want to be clear in our head to go and meditate, so that we can really make decisions, wise decisions, like an emperor does. So I shuffled, and let's see what the cards are bringing. I want you to see how they jump out. And emotional choices, different emotional choices. I feel that you don't know, right? Sometimes 7 is connected to the Chariot, which is to the Cancer, and the 7 of Cups is always Venus in Scorpio, and Venus is relationship, Scorpio is going deeper. So let's see what else is coming up. I cannot see if it's positive or negative what you're doing here. And you're thinking about taking this 1 cup, right? At the same time, you have the choice of 6 others, right? The 7 of Cups is right, here we go. Yeah, so definitely not, right, as you can see, I mean, here alone, the card was like, okay, he's choosing to be successful in what he wants in his life, in his emotional life. And of course, Venus, relationship, what else? Finance, pleasure, luxury, love, right? And then Scorpio, of course, Scorpio is that one element that says, the deeper I connect, right? The more I am excited and satisfied in my life, right? So, but something is not connecting as you feel maybe want, right? The 5 of Cups is Mars in Scorpio, and Mars is interfering with Venus. This is the female and this is the male version, and both of them are in Scorpio. So you are constantly thinking about, should I do this? But then it pulls you down and makes you unhappy, right? Of course, 7 and then 5 is the Hierophant, is Taurus, is that more heaviness. This one is water, right? The Chariot is water, is Cancer. This is Taurus. This is more real estate and financial situation. And of course, you don't see the 2 cups that are lingering around, right? You are looking at these 3 cups that you feel are missing. Something is missing in your life, and here you are. Though if you just turn your head, you can see there's 2 cups waiting for you. And right, as you can see, her left foot is tilting the 1 cup here, and it's pouring down into this heavy, deep, spiritual, emotional abyss. And then of course on her right hand she has still 1 cup facing up. So nevertheless, her gaze is to the 3 of Cups. So there is something still lingering in you. And even though you went from 7 of Cups to 5 of Cups, which is like you going down to the 1 cup, right? So either we want to go down to 1 cup or we want to go up to the 10 of Cups, right? So it's always a little bit like which way you want to go. 1 and 10 is somehow the same. It's just the 10 is connected to the earth, and the 1 of Cups is connected to God, to a higher emotional connection that is satisfied by God and not by a human being. So, and it's funny because you have 7 of Cups, right? Then you have 5 of Cups, and you have 2 of Cups left, which is 5 cups minus 7 of Cups minus 5. 2 cups are left, which is what is waiting for you to be recognized. You don't recognize it. You don't see it, that it's waiting for you. You're confused. And you're sad. There's a sadness lingering inside of you. And yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I said, right? Emotions, the heart, does pull on us, right? That emotional attachment to things, to people, which is an illusion. All right, so it's always like, okay, we want to feel emotional, open, available. We want to be able to connect. At the same time, we need to stay detached, because otherwise we get attached and we start feeling chained towards the first chakra, right? And the first chakra is always about feeling safe, feeling at home, sexual energy as well, of course, though that's coming more in the second chakra, right? Then you have the moon coming, and that lets me know that you are discovering things that you didn't know. The moon is connected to Pisces and Cancer. These are all water signs, right? Water, water, water. So there is something, because you're so fire, but I think there is now like an emotional release coming to you. And it's good for you that you're diving down into your emotions and start discovering what's really there. Allowed to figure out. The moon is always a sign that says, look deeper. Because the moon doesn't have a light on its own. And right now, the light, or the sun, is in Capricorn. In this first chakra situation, material attachments to belongings, to material objects. And when you dive down, you start realizing you don't want to be attached to that kind of material attachment. And you're a witch, right? You're the queen of the thrones of flame, right? So you're very much connected to the flame. And the flame is creativity and also sexuality, plus the water element. So you feel at home in the water. Right? It's not that you're fire, which is... which one is fire? Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the only one that has double fire, because all the knights are connected to fire, and he is the wand, right? So he's fire, and he's the only one that's fire. And there's a difference. Fire, water, fire. The king of Leo, or the king of wands, he's air and fire. Okay, so then I have this card, 10 of Swords, Sun in Gemini. And Gemini is always about searching for who you are, right? So when you fall down, when you let yourself drop down into this emotional awareness, you start feeling that your thoughts are catching up on you and are changing the way you're looking at things, right? Now the Tower moment is Mars. You are Mars. You're sitting here on this strange planet, right? You are Mars is ruling you, or you ruling Mars, right? And this is also connected to Mars. The Tower is like, bam, right? So it's changing our way of looking at life. And I think you start noticing that things need to shift because there is a spiritual awareness that wants to come to you, and you can only be that if you dive deep. And of course the spark, right? You are holding the wand in your hands, and you're holding that spark in your hands, and you know exactly what it is that you want to do. Now you coming out on the other side. And that's the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is Mars in Aries. This is Mars. This is you planning, going, doing, let's do it. And then the 8. The 8 is Mars in Gemini. But at least you go down from 10 to 8. 9. From 10 to 9. Completion. Okay, so we have 3 up here. Right, again, you think you have a choice, emotional choice, but there is actually something that's pulling you quite down, like the same way when you fall into the ocean, into the water, and it's pulling you. It's like it's the heaviness, right? The gravity of the earth is pulling you down. And it's good. Allow it, because that's where we find out who we are. And how do you find who you are is by shifting and changing, right? The 10 and the Tower is making that something unexpected is coming out of you, right? And of course, the diving deep down, it's almost like you're going through this channel. You're going through there so you can really truly see something completely different, something more empowered. A new you, right? A new dawn that is appearing after you have overthought, overanalyzed things way too much. And then this new idea, this new spark, you would like to go out and act upon it, and you can't right now. And this, the 9, is Mars in Gemini, and this is Mars dressed in red. And Gemini is the one that is searching for awareness, for love. But something is not quite there yet. 10 of Pentacles, that's Mercury in Virgo. And Mercury in Virgo is saying that you have to awaken, right? That you will awaken through the 10. There's another 10 here. You will awaken. You will understand that the lesson that you're learning, no matter how difficult it is, there's always one focus, and that's that white bird. Now we have this number 16 is the number 7. Here we have the number 7. So this emotional searching is connected to the Tower. And the Tower is about letting go, about structures, things that have been here forever, but we need to redefine ourselves, right? Without these things around us. Then we have the Moon, which is the number 18, 9. And then the number 9 here. So this feeling of being lost is because you let yourself fall into this emotional feminine energy. Then we have the Two of Wands connected with the High Priestess. You want to do something. You want to go out there. You want to experience life, but you're not allowed to, and that is putting something onto you, right? You feel like you're trapped. because you want to make money. You want to understand the communication of money. And this is powerful money, right? This is money that also includes being a philanthropist, right? Not just hoarding the money for your own good. Doing something with this money. Doing something powerful with it. Okay, I just want for the Tower, Queen of Water, a Cancer. Water and water. So there is, right, in a person there is a Pisces or a Cancer, and of course there's a Cancer in your life that is creating all of that. That is creating this emotional healing within you. And that's good. Let it happen. Right? And allow to go down, right? 10, 9. Allow to be vulnerable because you proud. Fire and water, you're proud. You think you got the essence, water and fire, right? So there you want to show us how powerful you are, right? Because you have these two elements opposite each other inside of you. And the Two of Earth, right? So there is always a choice. There's always, with the two, again, it's connected with the High Priestess. There's a choice that you can take. There is a decision that you can take. Also in the material, right? The material comes and goes. So maybe the material is creating a little bit of a situation here. Two of Earth, right? Thinking about what can you do with the Two of Earth. It's beautiful because for me the Two of Earth is always pleasurable work or adaptability and balance between work and play. And of course now I'm picking up this card. What's coming underneath? This is always interesting, right? The Fool. So I picked up the card of the deck and underneath is the Fool. So you are ready to begin completely new, fresh, zero. Since this 21st of December, you're ready. You're ready to allow yourself to feel, but there is still is so much, right, that you want to clear, and you need to clear. You really need to clear, because a tower is not something that is chosen by you. Tower comes from the highest and is always for the greater good for you. This tower lightning is opening up your crown chakra and is healing you. And in that healing you receive this new thought. You planning, then of course there are some setbacks. Right now it's not easy to plan anything. But there is the financial situation is there. So why are you even worried? Unless this financial situation doesn't belong to you. It does belong to someone else. Because when I look at this, right, I feel that she's planning, but she doesn't have the access. There's something blocking. If this would be here, I'd be say, go for it. But there's something blocking you to be here at this financial richness, right? And that financial richness, like this new beginning, is blocked by something material, right? The material, the two of material. But nevertheless, there's a new beginning. So the two, my efforts bring me joy. Play and work are not separate because what I'm doing is actually fun. If conditions change, I can switch gears easily. I'm fully present in the excitement of creativity, and I'm eager to experience the surprises that occur when seeds I have planted take roots, sprout, and develop in unexpected ways. This is a time for flexibility and trust in how the universe will shape what is coming into being. One way or another, my dreams manifest in the material world. And then the new beginning, the Fool, right here. Good. So this month you are definitely awakening, healing, and beginning fresh, beginning new. And that's good, because it's the wheel of fortune is spinning, the wheel, and our capacity to reconnect again and again to this energy that is shifting and changing and switching, right? Shows how much you can adapt to whatever is happening around you. So I wish you a beautiful Christmas. Of course, this is the sun stationing right now until the 25th, 24th, and on the 25th it's moving again towards the south. The north. And it's important that you understand this Jesus rising, the sun rising, the Son of God is our solar system, is our sun, which is right now in the female, in the darkest of the night in this card. Thank you for watching. Namaste.